Wonder of the Seas, a luxurious cruise ship with a capacity of more than 7,000 passengers, built at a staggering cost of $1,350 million United States dollars. This ship is like a floating seven-star hotel, comparable to Burj Al Arab, the symbol of luxury in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, which itself cost $1 billion United States dollars to construct. In the year 2022, I took a direct flight from New York to Barcelona, the second largest city in Spain, only behind Madrid. Before boarding this magnificent ship, I could not miss the opportunity to explore the beauty of Barcelona, the birthplace of the Spanish guitar, the home of fiery dance performances, where art and architecture blend seamlessly. Where football passion burns intensely, and where the enchanting melodies of flamenco fill the air. My cruise journey will depart from Barcelona, Spain, then continue to France and Italy, making stops at 5 breathtaking destinations. Each place has its own unique charm. As you may already know, this cruise ship has a capacity of approximately 7,000 passengers and 3,000 crew members. If you want to book a cruise at a good price, travelers typically make their reservations at least 1 year in advance. Cruising is not the same as booking a flight. While airline ticket prices often remain stable even if you book just 1 or 2 months ahead, cruise fares work differently. The closer it gets to the departure date, the more likely the price will increase. The reason is simple. As the departure date approaches, more people want to book, but available spots are limited. High demand, low supply, and naturally, prices go up. For example, my trip lasted nearly 10 days, and I spent approximately 4,000 United States dollars on shopping and dining. It has been a while, so I do not remember the exact number, but this was definitely a worthwhile investment for such an incredible experience. The Wonder of the Seas operates in Europe, particularly in the Mediterranean, from April until the end of October. From January to March, when the weather in Europe is quite cold, the ship relocates to the Caribbean for its voyages. If you ever have the chance, you should absolutely experience a cruise at least once in your life, to know what it feels like to sail across the ocean on a floating luxury hotel. If you ever get the chance, Barcelona is the largest city on the Mediterranean and one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. Perhaps that is why most cruise ships begin their journeys from here. It is an incredible feeling to finally set foot in this amazing city. Right now, I am in a country that was once called an empire, a global superpower that controlled countless colonies. Their territory was so vast that the sun never set on their lands, as their colonies spanned across the world. During that era, this nation was among the wealthiest in the world, especially after the legendary expedition of Christopher Columbus. Columbus was actually Italian, but his exploration was funded by this country. His historic voyage led to the discovery of the Americas, opening the door to vast new colonies and bringing back an enormous wealth of resources to the motherland. In a broader sense, not just here but also Portugal, England, and France, the great Western European powers, expanded their territories through exploration and conquest. This is a stunning square near the city's harbor. Right on your screen, you can see the monument dedicated to a legendary figure, Christopher Columbus. Nearly everyone has heard the story of the New World and the historic voyage to the Americas in 1492. This statue depicts Christopher Columbus standing on a tall pedestal, pointing in one direction, east, while holding a map of the New World in his other hand. He was one of the pioneers who ushered in the age of colonial trade, but his legacy is also tied to the era of slavery, which helped this nation rise to become a global superpower. During Columbus's time, people were still debating the shape of the Earth. Was it a sphere, a circle, or a flat surface? This uncertainty fueled exploration in search of answers. Columbus sought funding for his voyage and was fortunate to receive the support of Queen Isabella I. He set sail westward, landed in the Bahamas, but mistakenly believed he had reached India. That is why he called the indigenous people he encountered Indians. In fact, even when he passed away, Columbus never realized that the land he had discovered was an entirely new continent, the Americas. Regardless, his voyages opened the door to a new era and changed the course of history forever. That is why his statue stands here, right at the Barcelona harbor, the very place where dreams of adventure begin. Centuries ago, Columbus's sails carried him across the Atlantic to the Americas. Today, the wonder of the seas will carry me and thousands of other travelers on an unforgettable journey across Europe. Eixample is one of the most striking districts in Barcelona, famous for its unique urban design. The entire area follows a perfect grid layout, with streets running parallel and intersecting at 45-degree angles. This kind of city planning is extremely rare worldwide, giving Barcelona a modern, structured, and highly organized appearance. After years of dreaming about visiting Spain, that dream has finally come true, and right in front of you stands an architectural masterpiece, the Sagrada Família, one of the longest-running construction projects in the world. This basilica has been under construction for over a century, yet it remains unfinished. If you look closely, you can still see cranes and scaffolding actively at work. What makes the Sagrada Família truly remarkable is that it was built entirely out of stone and brick, without using any steel framework. Each stone was meticulously placed, creating a structure that is both grand and incredibly intricate. Seeing this basilica in person for the first time, I was truly amazed by the intricate carvings and fine details that cover its facade. This is not just an icon of Barcelona. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visiting Barcelona without taking a photo with the Sagrada Família would be a real regret. The structure looks like a mystical castle, with towering spires reaching toward the sky. According to its design, the basilica will eventually have 18 spires, representing Jesus Christ, the Virgin Mary, the 12 apostles, and the 4 evangelists. Right in front of us is the main facade of the basilica, exuding a sense of historic grandeur. However, due to the countless intricate carvings, the structure is prone to accumulating moss and grime over time, which slightly diminishes its original beauty. Maintaining and cleaning this masterpiece must be a massive challenge. From here, I can hear hymns echoing from inside the church, creating a sacred atmosphere amidst the bustling crowd on this Sunday morning. Spain is one of the southern European countries, located very close to Africa, separated only by a narrow strait connecting to the Mediterranean Sea. Compared to Central and Northern Europe, the climate here is warmer, the streets are livelier, and the people are more cheerful, friendly, and welcoming. Europe is truly vast, and to explore all the fascinating things this continent has to offer, I will definitely need a lot more time. Now, let's explore my cabin on the wonder of the seas. Royal Caribbean cruise ships generally offer 2 main types of rooms: ocean view cabins, which provide a breathtaking sea view; interior view cabins, which overlook the onboard entertainment areas or indoor promenade. One important tip: keep your room card safe. It is as essential as a passport. Unlike hotels on land, where you check in at the front desk, your cabin key card is already placed outside your door. This card is your ticket on and off the ship. No need for complex paperwork. Just scan and go. If you lose it, you won't be allowed back on board. The weather during this season is perfect for sailing, with a refreshing sea breeze filling the air. As soon as you step onto the ship, you'll find yourself on the main promenade, the heart of the cruise. lined with shops, restaurants, and cafes. This area feels like a miniature city at sea. And here's something fascinating. All the trees on board are real, not artificial. In addition, the ship has an indoor swimming pool where you can enjoy cocktails while the staff wears Hawaiian-style tropical outfits. The passengers here are truly making the most of life. In the outdoor activity area, you can participate in ziplining, table tennis, and basketball, all free of charge. Moreover, the artificial wave surfing game is a signature feature found on most Royal Caribbean ships. Here are some interesting facts about this cruise ship. Its total value reaches $1,350,000,000 United States dollars. It can accommodate 7,000 passengers and 2,300 crew members, bringing the total number of people on board to nearly 10,000. The ship is 210 feet wide and 1,200 feet long. It consists of 18 decks, 24 elevators, and 2,867 rooms. It is equipped with 4 engines, each producing 7,500 horsepower. Please note that evening performances have a limited number of seats, so you should book in advance. When boarding, it is also advisable to download the Royal Caribbean application to keep track of the schedule, entertainment shows, and reserve seats for important events. Since there are so many activities on board, missing even one show might leave you feeling regretful. This is a gigantic stadium, a true symbol of world football. Just about 60 years ago, it was hard to believe that humans could construct a stadium capable of accommodating nearly 100,000 people. This stadium was inaugurated in the year 1957, and to this day, it remains one of the greatest sports venues on the planet. Standing here, you can see the seating area designated for coaches and players, along with the vast stands designed to hold tens of thousands of passionate fans. Imagine the atmosphere during an El Clasico match between Barcelona and Real Madrid, when tens of thousands of supporters chant in unison, creating an electrifying environment. Present, this is the largest stadium in Spain and the 4th largest in the world. Sitting in the highest stands, I can vividly picture the intense matches that have taken place here. A place where the passion for football burns stronger than ever. Inside the stadium, you will find an exhibition area showcasing historical artifacts, preserving the club's memories over the decades. Jerseys, goalkeeper gloves, footballs, and even the boots of legendary players are carefully kept on display. This is not just a football stadium, it is a living museum of football history. If in the Asia-Pacific region, people build industries around music and film idols, then in Spain, football is the ultimate entertainment industry. From jerseys and football boots to official match balls and souvenirs, everything has been transformed into a massive business. Right here, there is an official merchandise store dedicated to selling the club's apparel, where fans eagerly pick out their favorite jerseys. For football enthusiasts, witnessing this legendary stadium in person is undoubtedly an unforgettable experience. The entrance ticket to the stadium costs around €40, but if you book online, you can save €4. A small tip to enjoy this incredible experience at a better price. The next morning, the ship docked at Palma de Mallorca, a beautiful island of Spain. From the ship's deck, I gazed into the distance, admiring the peaceful Palma Bay in the cool Mediterranean weather. This was the first destination in my 6-day, 5-night journey. As soon as I set foot at the port, tourist buses were ready to take visitors on sightseeing tours. The most notable attraction here is Belver Castle, a medieval fortress with a unique circular design, something rarely seen in Europe. From the top of the castle, visitors can take in a panoramic view of Palma City, with its winding streets, turquoise beaches, and bustling harbor. Palma de Mallorca is not only famous for its beautiful beaches and mild climate, but also as a favorite retreat for many celebrities. However, compared to other destinations on this journey, the island does not have too many sightseeing spots. Instead, it mainly offers visitors the chance to enjoy the Mediterranean atmosphere and explore a piece of European history. When I arrived at Belver Castle, I suddenly recalled the ancient forts in India. Although much smaller in scale, the architectural style has some similarities. This is not too surprising, as Spain was once a colonial power but was also ruled by North African Islamic empires for centuries. As a result, Spanish architecture and culture have been significantly influenced by Islamic design, evident in the intricate decorative patterns, arches, and elaborate column systems. Palma de Mallorca, though not the most vibrant destination, still offers a fascinating experience. A place where the past and present intertwine, and where I begin my journey of exploring Europe by cruise.